What is up, you lovely lot? Welcome back to the channel. It's 50p coin hunt time. We've got a nice sealed bag of £250 from the bank, 18th of July this year on the bag. Let's get it open, get on with it, see what we can find. Of course, we're looking for any and all of the different picture coins, preferably some that are worth more than 50p. We're on the lookout for any error coins, any NIFC coins, just anything cool basically. So let's have a look through 500 50p's and see what we can find. Of course, the only one we've never ever found is the Kew Gardens, and what a start that is. Not a Kew Gardens, but we've got an Olympic in bag number one. That is brilliant. Olympic cycling. Of course, there are 29 different Olympic coins from the 2012 games, minted in 2011. Cycling is one of them, and it's a good start. Lovely. We'll take those all day long. And then we have a Pride from 2022. Of course, mintage figures recently released for the 2022 coins. I'm still keeping the Pride. I've not got many yet, so I'll certainly be keeping them. They're at a mintage figure where they're probably not really worth more than face value right now, but in a few years time I think they'll be definitely in that keeper section. Let's keep going. 2 coins in the first bag and we're keeping them both. That's a good start. Hope you're all keeping well out there. You're finding some coins in your change. I did see that in the news recently there was an article about a rise in cash usage. I think due to the cost of living crisis, etc. People are using cash more. Just an easier way to keep an eye on what you're spending, I guess. Anything in this bag? Nothing. 2 nothing bags. Let's keep going. But yeah, definitely worth always using cash in the shops when you can. You won't find a Kew Gardens paying with your card. 2016. So this will be either a Beatrix Potter from 2016 or Team GB. It's a Beatrix Potter. This is Mrs. Tiggywinkle. We do keep her. She's on the very, very bottom of the keeper section. She's a very low tier keeper. I will, as usual, check recent sold eBay prices and pop it up in the top right corner. If she's selling regularly, if she is, it's probably for 75p or £1 maximum, but you will have seen because it will be up on screen. We do have a few questions from the comment section to get into, as per usual. Thank you all of you who left questions in the comments of the last 50p coin hunt. And if you want your question answered, pop it in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer it in a future 50p hunt. Ooh. This is pretty unheard of though. We're not finding many finds, but the 3 we have found, we're keeping. Shall we get into these question comments? We have one from Tamus. Tamus says, great vid as usual. Thanks a lot. How long should we keep coins in coin flips? And should we transfer them to bank bags after a certain time to prevent tarnishes? Coin flips are far superior to bank bags. I think you might be getting a little bit confused about what I was talking about in the last video, saying about how I store my bulk 50p's in coin bags. I just have so many, I could not afford to flip them, to be honest. So yeah, all of the, let's say low tier keepers, as we find yet another keeper. Battle of Britain. It's the normal circulating version, 50p up here. But yeah, definitely worth keeping. A little bit more than face value, getting tougher and tougher to find. Just great subject matter, people. It's one of those coins where certain people will go, that's the coin I'm going to keep loads of, and they've got literally hundreds of them, I would imagine. But yeah, all of my lower tier keepers, they all just get put in bank bags. Loads of the same coin in one bag. For the nicer coins, nice condition coins, or the ones that are worth a fair bit more than face value, I do coin flip those. There we go, there's King Charles III. It's the Queen Memorial coin. This one, not going to be a keeper, I don't think. pretty high mintage on it. So back to the bank that will go, I think. In fact, I'll probably be keeping it for a while because I don't have many of them, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be a keeper in the long term, given the mintage figure of it. Or am I getting confused? I'm getting confused, aren't I? It's the Jubilee that's not worth keeping, I think. Bit rusty, guys. Need to get back at these videos, doing more often. On that note, do check out the previous 50p coin hunt that we've done. We had some decent luck in that. For some reason, hasn't got anywhere near the amount of viewers that it usually would have. So some of you have probably missed that one. Definitely watch that after this. We've got a Benjamin Bunny. These are really common unless it is a rotation error. That one's okay. Make sure you've got Benjamin Bunny. Flip it over. If the Queen's looking that way, perfectly fine and normal. If you're looking in a different direction, your quid's in with an error coin. 2014, I thought that was another 2011 there. We were spoiled by that first bag, Olympic cycling in bag number 1. Hopefully that's not our best find of the day. Hopefully we can find another Olympic or something even better. Okay, questions from the comments. We've got one from Lord Keith. Thanks for blessing us with your presence, Lord Keith. Is it possible you might make a video on error coins and what we are looking for? I hear so many things about errors on the 50p and £2 coins. I find a lot of them confusing. There's a 2017 Beatrix Potter, Tom Kitten. All of the 2017 Potters, pretty common. We don't keep those. Yeah, we can definitely look at doing something like that, Keith. I do have a really old video about my error coin collection. I'll pop the thumbnail on screen if I can remember now and the title, so you can give that a search and watch that if you fancy. But it is an older video and the information in it won't be absolutely perfect. But yeah, give that a watch for now. If you haven't seen it already, that is. And yeah, I'll work on something, Keith. Thank you for your question. Nothing in that bag. We have another question from Derek Edwards. Thank you, Derek. It says, great hunt. Is there any chance you might do a video of some of your older coins? Not seen one for a while, and I do enjoy them. Thanks a lot, Derek. Again, I'll work on it for you, Derek. We'll get something out soon. There's a Taylor Peter Rabbit, 2017 Potter again. 3 of the 2017 Potters on the top row and nothing else. Proving how common they are, I guess. Just need Mr. Jeremy Fisher now to complete the set, the quartet. Let's keep on going. A few comments again asking about us starting a new book. Again, that's something I'm going to work on. We're going to start a new book, a fresh series, and see how long it takes us to find every 50p coin again, apart from the Kew Gardens. Well, you never know, we might find it one day. We can dream, right? Let's keep on going. I do think just the general amount of finds in hunts is falling at a pretty rapid pace. There's so many people collecting and they keep everything. You certainly don't find as much these days as you used to, in my opinion. You go back and check hunts from 3 or 4 years ago, the table would be absolutely full by this point. There's Christopher Ironside, 7 million minted of those in 2013. We don't keep those, but it's another one that's on the cusp of becoming a keeper, in my opinion. I will, of course, double check through all of these coins after the hunt, as per usual, looking for any error coins, any of the NIFC years, or 2017 shields, the low mintage 2017 shield, always worth keeping an eye out for. And anything in particularly nice condition, especially if it's an older date. Always looking for nicer coins for the date run. Nothing there, quite a few nothing bags today. But we keep going and we stay optimistic. We can find one Olympic, we can find another. Here's a couple of finds coming up though. There's a Public Libraries, 150-year anniversary, minted in the year 2000. It's a pretty common one though, and we have another Queen Elizabeth II memorial coin. King Charles III on the obverse. Two of those, our first duplicate of the day. And there we have our first Paddington of the day. Paddington at St Paul's Cathedral. Even these 2019 Paddingtons getting tricky to find now. 2018 Paddingtons, as I've said for a long, long time, definitely a keeper. Really hard to find. Great subject matter. Everybody loves the bear. Everybody keeps the bear. So yeah, really hard to find those. Even the 2019 ones now are getting tricky. Not sure they're a keeper in my eyes, but how scarce have they got to get before they become a keeper? Is it just vintage figure dependent? We know that it really isn't. Here's a 2016. We're long overdue a duck. That's not it. Team GB from the Rio Olympics. Not to be confused with one of the 29 Olympics from the London set. This is not one of those. But in my opinion, this is a keeper now. It's just a little bit above face value and tricky to find. I say always, when I very first started hunting, I used to keep them just because I like the design. But I ended up with so many. And I had to get rid of some, but I do regret it a bit now. There we go. There's our third Queen Elizabeth II memorial. Somewhat to be expected, being one of the most recent releases. You're going to find more of the recent coins. That's just how it works. Nothing else there. We got 3 bags to go. We do have one more question from the comments as well. It's from Peter Martin. Thanks, Peter. Peter is saying, would you happen to know the mintage figure on the 2020 Shield 50p coin? Thank you. I do indeed. All of these figures are on the Royal Mint website, Peter. There's another Public Libraries. That's seen a bit of a rough life though, that one. But yeah, it's 46,540,375. There's Victoria Cross, the Heroic Acts. Again, that's not had the best of times, is it? That's probably been banked at the same time as that one from a metal detecting find or wishing well, something like that. Let's keep going. A couple more bags to go. Yeah, although the mintage figure for that is 46 million on the 2020 Shield, there's no way that 46 million have been released into circulation. I'd be surprised if even 500,000 or 250,000 have been released into circulation. They have been found in circulation, but in very minimal numbers. I've not found one. I know of people who have found a few, so they must have been released sort of in one area, got a load of sealed bags with a few of those tagged in. It's quite a nice 2004 there, but it's not perfect. I'll have another look at it when I do the close look through afterwards. Not another nothing bag to finish off. It is. Smash the thumbs up if you'd be so kind. I think we had our best luck on the first bag. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and why not check out this video here.